Hey, what's up guys, welcome to my channel, and today we'll be talking about different provider events that a dapp developer can use to enhance their user experience. So what are different provider events and why do you need them? Let's see why we need these provider events and what are these. You have went to a dapp. In this case I have selected Uniswap, and you have by default you have selected Ethereum mainnet in your MetaMask, and you connect to the dapp. Okay, everything is good, but for some reason you went to a different web page and you changed your browser or changed your MetaMask network to Polygon. In that case, your Uniswap has to identify that the user has changed the network, and it has to identify and it has to change its interface accordingly. So if you see, if I change Ethereum mainnet, it automatically changes to mainnet, and if I change Polygon, it automatically changes to Polygon. So your dapp might not have a smart contract for Polygon network, but if you don't identify that the user has changed the network and let the user use your dapp might not be very user friendly. It may result in loss of funds of your user, because in the different network it might be interacting with a different smart contract with the same address. So how this dapp is doing this? For that we have to look into this JavaScript APIs, which is called EIP 1193, and in this there is a section called events, and if you go scroll down, so these are the few events that will be very useful for your dapp to understand when the accounts has changed, when the chain has changed, user has connected the application, user has disconnected the application. So in this video we will be talking about account changed and chain changed, and we will see how you can incorporate these events into your dapp. Okay, so we have a dapp. This is a dapp we created in our previous videos. You can test this in any application. So in this dapp, when we connect to the dapp, it will just show me what are the different types of posts that I have created, and I can send a new post. It will be just available in the blockchain. But in this case, this dapp only works on Polygon testnet. But let's say we change the Polygon testnet to Polygon and we try to do something here. This will actually trigger one request to this particular contract, but I don't have any contract in this Polygon mainnet. So it might be connecting to a random contract and it is trying to send a matic to that contract. So this way your user might lose fund, and it might be very dangerous for the user to use your dapp. Even though this is not your fault and user has selected the wrong chain, this is still a bad user experience and may result in loss of funds. So how can we fix that? In this case, we don't have any different contract for Polygon mainnet. We only have a contract for Polygon testnet. So we have to check if user has changed the chain. For that, what we will do, will in the constructor of this component, app component, so it can be any app. So I'm just using this app as a demo, and we have few stuff, and let's just ignore all those stuff. And at the end, what we will do, we will subscribe to the network change or chain changed event. So if we go back, the chain changed event is something like this. And how can we get this provider? So the provider that we are getting from Ether.js is slightly different than that is being mentioned here. So the way that MetaMask stores this provider is in the global window. So what we will do, to subscribe to this chain changed event, so we will get window and get the Ethereum provider. This is the Ethereum provider that is there in the global window. You can also check it from here. And in the provider on, we'll have the changed even. If there is a network, I'll just reload it. Once we have this event handler, we will then reload this window, so it will automatically initialize everything based on the new chain. And this is still not done. We will need this dot provider dot get network, and we have the network now. We just have to compare it with our desired network, provided like this. So if the network and chain ID is not the same as our environment, which is mentioned here, we have our environment chain ID, and if it is not matching, then we'll simply highlight a flag is correct chain is false, and we'll have, otherwise it will just say correct chain is true. Now we can go to our HTML and add a section here which mentions that if the chain is wrong, then it will just show this wrong network, please connect to the chain name. If we refresh here this, as you can see, it will show up like wrong network, please connect to the Matic mainnet. But if you connect to the Polygon testnet, it will automatically refresh and it will show up all the posts. So this will save your user from doing any mistake or losing funds. Now what about accounts? Let's say the user wants to select this account when he has connected your application, but later point of time the user has changed its account to account 2 connect. Yeah, but if you see, this is not the same as this account. So you have D4 D2, but this one is AFB, which is the first account, AFB. So even though the user has changed the account in MetaMask, your dapp is not reacting to it. So for that, you again need to add account changed. What I will do, I will add account changed here. Okay, and I will have accounts. So this will show up all the first account whichever is selected in your wallet. It will take that and it will set that as a next wallet address. Connect, disconnected. Let me change the account from this to this. Okay, so now we can see the accounts has changed because the moment we are listening to this event and we are updating our wallet address and account address based on these events. So there you have it. You have understood what are the Web3 provider events and how to utilize it to improve your dapp experience and secure your user from doing any mistakes. If you want to know more about the other changes like the provider connect and disconnect, how that works, you can check this video. And if you guys like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe, and see you guys in the next video.